Good morning, everyone. Hey, I just wanted to touch base with you on Friday morning. We've been working on some technology to help capture the video segments that I'm going to be posting up on Moodle. And in order to do that, it's been important for us to kind of lay out a plan. I just wanted to touch base with you, let you know there are some things coming up, and I've got my intro video that'll be coming up here in the next couple of days, and then we'll pretty much run on a Tuesday through Friday, kind of a schedule with the new video segments that'll come up. That'll work you through the work text, the student work text that's available on Moodle. Just wanted to introduce myself and be able to put a name with a face for those of you that I have not had the chance to meet, and get the opportunity just to touch base. I know that on August 30th, today is August 24th, so 6 days away is your first deadline in your project. And for those of you that if you don't have that, you need to download that. It's in your syllabus, and it's this first deadline right up here. It's for the project, and it's the macro planning section that will cover section 1 and 2, which will be your church synopsis, which is just a couple of pages. You'll cover your church mission statement, dress it up as nicely as possible. You'll talk about a pastoral flow chart, in other words, the leadership flow chart in the church, and highlight where the youth pastor would fit in that flow chart. The lay staff description, how many workers are in the student ministry that you're doing your project on. This should be a real church. If you're not in a ministry position right now, then you can use use your home church for this project, or the current church where maybe you're attending, if they can make some of this information available to you. So your lay staff, how many volunteers, and then break them down, male and female, and talk about what they do, each volunteer, their primary responsibility. Give a brief church history. Now, some of you maybe come from churches that have a long history. I just want a brief church history, talk about attendance, membership stats, go back about 10 years or so, and help give some stats. If you're in a newer church that doesn't have that, give me everything that you can possibly come up with. The location, draw it out. I know maybe some of you are really good with AutoCAD and that some of those architectural software resources, but that's not what I'm looking for. You can do this on Word. Just insert boxes and try to draw a diagram of the church and the youth room and talk about, label them, and so we can look at that and see how the facility lays out for the student ministry you're doing your project on. And then talk about the youth ministry's recent history. Give me some stats, maybe a cultural description. Maybe you come from a rural area, and because of that, it brings certain experiences and certain expectations, but you can describe that. Maybe it's more an urban area or a suburban area. If there's a group name for the student ministry, oftentimes that is the case, where in a local church there's a name that helps describe what's going on in the student ministry. Just give me that and a logo. And then section 2 is your budget. Now, this is not just pie in the sky. This isn't just shoot for the moon and come up with a budget. I've given you a sample budget that I think is pretty modest. That was actually a budget that I formerly used in a medium-sized church of about 500 people, with about 45 or 50 students in the youth ministry there. So you can use that. You see how I broke it down by amount, by categories, looking through the year. There are certain times a year when there's larger amounts of money that are used for specific outreach projects, such as the beginning of the school year when we do a back-to-school blast. So those are some things there. If you have questions about this first deadline, please post them on the Ask the Professor link, and we'll try to get those answered as quickly as possible. And I look forward to seeing you more. Look forward to sharing some more of these videos with you. And just make sure you check your Moodle and look for these videos as they pop up. The next one will be up here this weekend, and so we'll kind of be off schedule, but then we'll get right back on schedule next week, working through the work text together. All right, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later.